This is episode 26 of the Remix Your World podcast, and it's Motivational Mixdown Day. Welcome to Remix Your World. I'm Alyson Calagna, global DJ and music producer turned life remixer and personal growth coach. In each episode, we bring you real talk, inspiring stories, and heartfelt conversations of personal transformation to help you uplift and amplify your life. This is the Remix Your World podcast. What's up, world? It's episode 26 of the Remix Your World podcast. It's Motivational Mixdown Day, and today we are talking about intention. So let me ask you a question. How do you set intentions for yourself? How do you set intentions for how you want to show up for yourself and your friends, your loved ones, your work, this world? Do you set intentions at all? The power of actually creating intentions for your daily life and part of using it towards a bigger life and your goals is super important. Last episode of Motivational Mixdown, we talked about rituals. And so what I like to do at the end of those rituals is to really check in with my intention for the day. Sometimes it's just goals. There's things that I have to get done and outcomes. And so my intention is that. And other times it's much deeper, much more broad about, what is the intention for my life? What is the intention for this month? What is my intention for my health, my heart, my work, my music, my creativity? This podcast, it's like really getting in touch with the why that goes behind these things. And a lot of times we just kind of get lost in it and we don't really take the time to settle into what our true intentions are. So in CIJ, we have week 1 where it's all about learning to live without expectations. And we talk about using intention over expectation. And how that helps us is because if we are constantly setting up expectations of ourselves or of others, then we're the ones that are setting ourselves to fail. Because in the end, we kind of get hurt when the outcome doesn't match what we had expected it to. So I want you to think of a time, maybe recently, maybe it happened today or yesterday, that you might have had an expectation. Maybe it was something that you had on yourself, or maybe it was something you had on a partner, a colleague, whatever it is. But I want you to think of that time right now where you had an expectation and then the outcome showed up and happened, but it didn't happen the way that you wanted it to. How did you feel after that? Were you a little cranky? Were you a little pissy? Do you feel dismissed? Did you feel rejected? What was it? What went on for you? So what would have happened if you would have released the expectation and set an intention instead? So remix this idea of setting an intention over expectation. Another way I want to bring intention into this is using intention over attention, particularly when it comes to the world of social media. Check in with yourself around intention. And ask yourself these 3 questions. Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said now? Does it need to be said by me? And then really check in with your intention. What am I trying to communicate here? So 2 things that I want you to work on around intention. Replacing expectations and using intention, and dropping the need for attention while claiming your own intention and being your own intention, feeling your own intention, trusting your own intention is so important because it shows up in all areas of our lives. How do I want to show up today? By asking that question alone sets you up for a much better energy response. What is the energy that I'm trying to attract today? Do I want to attract energy that is negative and makes me feel anxious and filled with expectation and makes me angry when I don't get my own way? Or Do I want to set myself up for success? Do I want to set an intention that I'm going to be the best version of myself today? Do I want to set an intention that I'm going to communicate honestly today? Do I want to set an intention that I'm going to show up for myself today? And with that, that means I'm going to work the best way that I can. I'm going to take care of my health the best way that I can. I'm going to take care of my mental fitness the best way that I can. And I'm going to do things that are in alignment with the frequency that I intentionally want to put out into the world and that I intentionally want to receive back. That is the power of using intention over attention. So I want you to try those two things on this week, this month, this year. Let me know how it works for you. I'd love to hear about your experience. You can reach me at podcast@remixyourworld.com or the Remix Your World Facebook group. You can DM me on IG. I'm pretty easy to find, but I would love to know how you plan on putting more intention into your daily life. That's it for this motivational mixdown. I'm so happy that you're here today. If you like this podcast, please rate and review and subscribe in iTunes. And if you're thinking of joining me at my next CIJ, March 21st, Thursday nights is when it goes down. I'd love to talk to you to see if you and I are a good fit. That's it for now. Have an amazing week. Go and create something magical, and I'll see you next episode. Take care. Bye.